Thank you, everybody, and welcome to a new season of Yankees baseball. Now, I know I sit here every season and say that I'm confident this is going to be our year, but I'm not here doing that this season. Not a chance. We're poor. We'll be lucky to win a game, if I'm honest. And, yeah, well, we're just playing for that first-round draft pick, really. Now, do we have any questions? Hey man, Taylor Harding, local sportscaster. Now, the preseason predictions have you as the best team in baseball for this season. Pay no attention to that, mate. I assure you, we are crap. It's called reverse psychology. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 1 here at the New York Yankees as we try and win the World Series using only American players. And today it's opening day of the 2026 season against the Baltimore Orioles. And, well, I say it every year, this year is surely our year. I don't know. 3 years in a row, look at that. ALDS, we have lost, not just lost in the ALDS, but we've lost 3-2. In the ALDS, but this is the most confident I've been, and every year I am more confident, and surely one of these years that confidence is going to be well placed. We have two excellent starting pitchers, we have the best catcher in baseball, and well, if we have a look at the team chemistry, we also have no bad influences, and we have a captain, a leader, and a prankster as well. So I'm hoping that will help. Maybe well, we need to spark plug, isn't it? And we've got everything under control. So that is that. If we have a quick look at the home screen, now it's not as bad as it looks because a few injuries happened here in spring training, and so there's players that weren't going to be in the major league team that are showing here. But the two that are is Joey Gallo. Now he's got reoccurring back spasms. He's going to miss the first 3 weeks. I'd been really annoyed if he was on 19 million a year. On 7 million a year, I can just about stomach 3 weeks out. And the other one, and it's a season ender before the season's even started, is Jack Little. He has ruptured his ulnar collateral ligament. I mean, it sounds painful. It's 11 months. It's probably one of these things that we're going to wish we traded him. But anyway, rest up, Jack Little. We'll see you next season. And hopefully he'll come back not too damaged. The other minor injury we have is TJ Nichols. Now he has back spasms as well. He's day-to-day. We don't know how long for, but he should recover relatively quickly from that, you would think and hope. Now, we have played through spring training. There has been one trade that we've done. So heading out is Brandon Bellick. Now, I didn't necessarily want to trade him away, but he didn't really have a spot on our active roster. We would have had to put him on waivers. I was fairly confident somebody would claim him off waivers because he's not highly paid, and he has proven himself to be a decent major league starter. So he's gone off to the Cleveland Indians. And we have got in Josh Wolf. Now, I'm hoping... Now, it says he's a borderline starter. I'm actually hoping he's going to come in and be basically the replacement for Jack Little out of the bullpen. So, good stuff. Fastball, curveball is good. Changeup could probably be better. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, as I said, he'll be coming to the bullpen for us and do a decent job. So that is the change that we've made. I did try to do some other trades, but as particularly... I know you guys were saying that Joe Adell is someone we could maybe look to improve upon. Nobody wanted to take him, and so it's difficult to, we couldn't really, we needed to trade basically, and there was, so that if there's no one better to trade for, then I don't see a sense in making a trade. So that is that. Now the preseason, well, let's have a look at spring training first of all. And we can see it went okay. We had a winning record. We were 2 games back of the Orioles. Now, spring training is very misleading this year because the World Baseball Classic was happening. And I'll catch you up on that in just a second because obviously being American only means that we can only have players in the American team. So I will catch you up on that. But it is a little bit misleading because there were so many players that were missing from all teams, not just us. But if we look at the preseason predictions, we are predicted not just to be the best team in our division, not just in the American League, but actually with 99 predicted wins, the best team in baseball, which is... we can only disappoint ourselves, but let's hope that we live up to that. Now, in terms of hitters, we don't actually have anybody in the top 10, which is slightly disappointing, but you know, we'll deal with it. But pitchers, Bennett is predicted to have the best season of anybody, and TJ Nichols is up there as well. And we know that the rest of the starting rotation that we have is also quite strong. And if you're looking at the National League type side of things, you can see that there. In terms of former players of ours, Machado is predicted to have a good league with the bat. And pitching-wise, well, we've had a few guys here, but Snell, who was disappointing for us, is predicted to have a good year with the ball down there at the Cincinnati Reds. So that is how spring training played out, the preseason predictions, and the only thing left to catch you up on now is the World Baseball Classic. And as you can see here, it's very confusing, but it was won by the United States. They won the final. If we go and have a look at that final, if I figure out how to get into it. So this is the final. They beat Puerto Rico 7-4, and we had 5 players that were called into the American team. Isaiah Bennett, TJ Nichols, Seth Elledge got called in, as did Roachman, our new catcher, and also Corey Seager. So we can see here with the bat, Corey Seager didn't do too much in the final, but Roachman went 2 for 4 with an RBI, and with a home run as well. And so that's all very impressive. Bennett did get some action. But if we go and have a look at Roachman here, we'll look at that with the bat. He was dominant with the bat, and he actually won the tournament MVP as well, which is very, very exciting. Corey Seager led the World Baseball Classic in home runs, so that's nice to see. Hopefully that continues into Major League Baseball. But there it is there, World Baseball Classic. Oddly, Roachman went on it, well, not really a year long, but anyway, he was the MVP of the World Baseball Classic. So well done to him. That is excellent news, isn't it? But this brings us to opening day and the lineups. Actually, before that, we should probably have a look at the active roster on opening day, shouldn't we? Now, these are the spring training numbers that are there, that are up there right now. You can see now, as I said, it's a little bit misleading because of the World Baseball Classic taking place. But the one change from what I was expecting the lineup to be is obviously Josh Wolf coming in for Little. Everybody else is as expected. Now, if we're looking at a slightly concerning thing, Montana Semmel, who is new for this season, it'd be his rookie season. His ERA in spring training wasn't great, but he's a good pitcher, so we're just going to hope that he sort of lives up to those ratings, and he is very, very good for us. And in terms of the lineup, again with the spring training numbers there, Fairchild has stayed in the lineup at the expense of Stowers. The reason for that basically is how he batted in spring training. He was very impressive, so he stays in. But otherwise, it is as you would expect our lineup to be in terms of the hitters. All right, now let's have a look at the lineups. And I like the look of these matchups. So it's David Fletcher leading us off at second base. Horner bats second at third. He gets the opening day start. It is Dominic Smith at first base batting third. Corey Seager, the shortstop, bats 4. Oddly, Roachman, the catcher, bats 5. JJ in left field bats 6. Adele in right field for this one bats 7. It is Isbell, the center fielder, batting 8. Jordan Grosjean, he's a designated hitter. He is batting 9. And Isaiah Bennett goes on the mound for us. For them, it's Jean Pinto starting opening day. Now, last season, his ERA was pushing 5. He's 25. He's had 2 seasons in the majors, so he's still relatively young in his career, but a whip of 1.44, this is only from 4 starts, but 54 appearances. He had an ERA plus of 92, a WAR of 0.7. Let's hope we can get him off to a slow start to this season as well. Just based off of that, it looks as though the Orioles might be in a bit of a rebuilding phase, doesn't it? But it's going to be Isaiah Bennett to get the season underway for us. Yankee Stadium for a 6th season in charge, and I mean, let me know what you guys think. I honestly don't think I could be too much happier with our team. So I'm beginning to think, you know, if not this season, when, to be honest, as Mazzara steps in, and that should be a ground out to the shortstop, and it is. If we're looking at where we could strengthen, potentially right field and center field, perhaps, and it's a 1-2, and Isaiah Bennett gets his first strikeout of the season. So that is something we could maybe do, but yeah, it's getting to the point now where I don't know what else we need to do. And Fletcher gets the season underway with is it a double or is it going to be a triple? He slides into second, so there's a start for us with the bat. Fletcher with a leadoff double. Horner, for the first time in his career, I think, has got a starting shirt. Let's see if he can keep earning that. He's popped it up. That'll be 1 away, and I don't think Fletcher will go to third. No, he won't. In will come Dominic Smith now. His first at bat of the season. It's a ground out, but it does get the runner over to third. And it's going to give Corey Seager a chance to drive in Fletcher. It's an 0-1 pitch, and he has popped it up. And we will not be scoring a run in the bottom of the first. All right, Bennett to face Kjerstad now. An 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout for Bennett. One away. Excellent stuff. In comes Rio Ruiz now. A 1-2. And another strikeout for Bennett. That's 3 he has now. He's warming up, isn't he? And it's Chance Cisco to the plate. A 2-1 pitch with 2 out, no one on. A ground ball. Horner has it over to first. And that is the end of the top of the second. And now we get a first look in a Yankees shirt at Audley Rauchman, MVP of the World Baseball Classic. And has he got us underway with a home run? It's deep, it's deep, it's not deep enough. And it is caught at the fence. JJ Bleday comes in now. A full count on him, and JJ strikes out at what looked like ball 4. So that's always frustrating, isn't it? Joe Adell now. Place under pressure in the lineup, and he watches strike 3, and that is the end of the second. Still scoreless. Bennett to face Casas. And it's a 1-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball that Bennett leaps off the mound and gets the out at first. Dansby Swanson. That sounds like a an English lord's name, doesn't it? And unfortunately for us, he has got that up the middle for a 1-out single. And a first hit of the game for the Orioles. In comes Johnny Ritzer. Can we get the double play? It's a first pitch swing. It is popped up. JJ should have that comfortably. Runner will stay at first. That's 2 away. And back to the top of the order for Sanchez, who is 0 for 1. A first pitch swing. Sanchez hits it well, and it drops in. And JJ prevents the runner from getting to third, but 2 on, 2 out now for Mazzara, who's 0 for 1. A first pitch swing, and Mazzara, it is staying in. Adell is there, and that ends the third. Ends the top of the third, actually. Isbell will lead us off. A 2-1 pitch. Isbell. Oh, Isbell's absolutely crushed it. And Kyle Isbell with a first home run of the season. With his first at bat of the season. It's 407 feet over right center field, and it's 1-0 to the Yankees. And I said we need to improve our center fielder. Jordan Grosjean's lucky to be in the lineup on opening day. And that's, well, it's pretty much as well as he did anything last season, isn't it? And that is going to be 1 away. Fletcher, who led us off with a double first time around. He comes back in. 1-1 pitch, a ground ball to second, and that'll be out at first for 2 away. And in will come Nico Horner, who is 0 for 1. It's a full count. Can Nico get himself on base? Yes, he can, as he smacks it up the middle. And it'll be a single into center field. And it'll be Dominic Smith now with a chance to keep this innings going. He's 0 for 1 today. Oh, we've got Horner picked off at first. You'll be back on the bench, Nico, before you know it, if that's what you're going to do. All right, it's Reyes to lead them off. He's 0 for 1 to face Bennett with an 0-1 pitch. And that is, again, straight back to Bennett. Oh, and we've thrown it away. And it should be 1 away. Instead, there's none out with a runner at second. It's Bennett with the error. And Kjerstad comes to the plate, who is 0 for 1. It's a 1-0 pitch. It is well stopped by Fletcher, but with no one out, we have runners at the corners. And are we about to see the same old Yankees? And they've had to take Kjerstad out of the game. But are we about to see the same old Yankees here, where we score a run and then instantly decide to give it back to them? That could be a double. No, just one. No, it's nothing. It's an infield hit. The bases are loaded with no one out. And Isaiah Bennett has dug himself one hell of a hole here. Chance Cisco comes in. We'd love a strikeout. We don't get a strikeout. We get a hit into right field. Adell doesn't have the Joey Gallo arm, and it's a 2 RBI single. We've fallen behind on the top of the 4th. And there's still no one out as Casas comes in. It's a 3-1. Are we going to reload the bases? No, we're not. But we might be about to give another run. Isbell, no, he's able to keep the runner at third. But we have reloaded the bases, and there's still no one out. Bennett to Swanson now, who is 1 for 1 today. A first pitch swing. He's hit him. He's walked in a run. We're 3-1 down, and there's still no one out. It's Ritzer. We need a strikeout. We need to do something, anything. It is going to be out at the plate. No, just it's going to get a double. So it's 4-1, 2 away, runner at third. I always think I guess I understand why they take the double, but stop the run. Oh, we've hit another one. Bennett is falling to pieces in the 4th. It's Mazzara, who's 0 for 2, who comes in. It's an 0-1. It's up the middle. It's 5-1. And the runner will get to third. This has been a disaster. And why is Bennett still on the mound? Now, of course, we do have a new pitching coach. And Garrett Cole now comes in. Can he just get us out of this innings, please? He was brilliant last season. Can he take that form into this season? I'm going to say no. And this game may have just got away from us. It is 8-1. And we've conceded 8 runs in the 4th. Oh, this is pissing me off now. As I say, we do have a new pitching coach, and, well, have we seen early signs there that, well, can we get Farrell back from retirement? And finally, a disastrous 4th innings comes to an end. Bennett has given up 7 through 3.2 innings of work. Dominic Smith will lead us off, and we need to start chipping away at this immediately. And Smith pops it up, and that'll be 1 away. In comes Corey Seager now, who's 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch. Corey Seager. Is that going to drop in? No, that'll be 2 away. And it's Rauchman, who actually, there won't be 7 runs, will it? Because there was an error in there for him as well. And that error with the double play could have made a big difference, couldn't it? Rauchman comes in. 0 for 1, and that is now 0 for 2. And are we about to have... It's gone very quiet at Yankee Stadium, hasn't it? Are we about to have a slow start to the season? Ruiz, who is 1 for 2, comes in. A 1-2 pitch. And that is straight up. It'll be caught by somebody. Smith is the man, and that is 1 away. In now comes Chance Sisco, who is 1 for 2. He hit the 2 RBI single last time up. Have some of that. As Cole does his best to kill him. It brings Casas in, who's 1 for 2. Is that going to be another double play? Yes, it is. And that'll get us out of the 5th. All right. It is JJ to lead us off. He's 0 for 1. And JJ gets it up the middle. And it's a leadoff single. And can we start... As I said, we've got to start chipping away at it. We need 7 runs. Adele comes in. He's 0 for 1. It's an 0-2. And Joe Adele, swing it. Bat, mate. Come on, Joe Adele. You're peeing me off now. All right, it is Isbell who got the home run last time up. A 2-2. And is it an error? Is it an infield hit? It might just be an infield hit. Either way, there's 2 on with 1 out. And it's Jordan Grosjeans. A full count. Grosjeans! He's got all of it, and Jordan Grosjeans pulls back 3. There you go, Jordan. You can hit a baseball. 406 feet over left field. It's 8-4. And Jordan Grosjeans with a 2nd home run of the game for the Yankees. All right, Fletcher now, who is 1 for 2, comes in. It's a 3-1. And Fletcher swings at ball 4. And will have himself caught out in left field. Oh, has it dropped it? It's a terrible error. And now, can we make them pay for that? Horner, who's 1 for 2. It's a 2-2. Nico, oh no, don't be double play. Run, Nico. What a waste. But we pull back 3. It's a 4-run ball game again. And it's Cole to face Swanson, who is 1 for 1 today. I think he got hit last time, didn't he? And he strikes out there. Garrett Cole with a strikeout. Ritzer on a low from his terrible drop catch in left field. And unfortunately for us, he's decided to take that anger out on the baseball. And that will be a 1-out double. Alright. In comes Sanchez, who is 1 for 2. An 0-1. Sanchez pops it up. Sager comes in. Makes the play. That's 2 down. Still with that runner at 2nd. Cole has injured himself. In will come American International, I guess he is now, isn't he? Seth Elledge to face Mazzara. It's weird, basically, they don't really consider them internationals, do they? I guess that's because international baseball isn't really a thing, apart from the World Baseball Classic, so that probably explains it. New pitcher on the mound for them, Caleb Gilbert to face Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 2, his old Dom. Let's see if he can get his season underway here. A 2-2 pitch. And Dominic Smith pops it up, and that'll be 1 away. Corey Seager now, who is 0 for 2, comes in. A 1-2 pitch. Come on, Corey. He strikes out. That's 2 away. It's Adley coming in now. He is 0 for 2. Can he get a first Yankees hit? Oh, I think he has. It's good. It's good. It's very good. It's 8-5, and we are chipping away at this lead. Rauchman with a 3rd home run of the game for us. 399 feet. And that's how you introduce yourself as a Yankee, isn't it? Nicely done. And in comes JJ now, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-0, 2 out, no one on. JJ ends the innings with a ground ball to second, but we've pulled back another one. We go to the 7th. Elledge to face Reyes, who is 1 for 3, but that one was a 3-run home run, of course. This time he pops it up. That'll be caught by Corey Seager at shortstop. 1 away. In comes DeVoe. Now he's in for the injured Kerstad, isn't he? And that should be out at first as Fletcher gets it over to Smith. 2 away. And Ruiz now, who's 1 for 3, steps in. It's a 1-1, 2 out, no one on. And that should do it. And we stretch with a 3-run deficit. But we have... I mean, it's all been 1 innings, hasn't it? It'll be so annoying if we lose because of that 1 inning. But it is Adele coming in to lead us off. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. And he's getting a little bit better. Oh, is he going to beat that? He is. Joe Adele with an infield hit. All right. Isbell now, who is 2 for 2. A 2-0 pitch. Isbell hits into a double play. You idiot. Run. And it's 2 away with no one out. With no one on, sorry. Jordan Grosjean, who hit a wonderful 3-run homer last time up. It's a 1-2. 2 out, no one on. Jordan Grosjean grounds it out. And that'll end the 7th. We are still 3 runs down. It's Elledge to face Chance Cisco, who is 1 for 2. A 2-0 pitch. And that should be an easy play for Corey Seager. 1 away. Casas now, who's 1 for 3, steps in. It's a 1-0. It is popped up. Adele is there. And that'll be 1 away. Dansby Swanson, who is 1 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. 2 out, no one on. That'll do it. Seth Elledge with the strikeout. And we'll go and have a bat for the 8th time. And we need runs. It is Fletcher to lead us off. Last time we did this, it was a double. It's a 1-1 pitch. Fletcher, he's done it again. It's a single this time. But we have a base runner in the bottom of the 8th. Nico Horner, who's 1 for 3. A first pitch swing. Nico smacks it into right field. Is that going to get Fletcher over to third? I don't think so, no. But 2 on. Tying run to the plate. It's Dominic Smith. It's Justice Sheffield coming into pitch. I feel like we've had him at... Maybe, was he at the Mariners when we were there a little while ago now? But anyway, it's Smith who's 0 for 3. Is he been waiting for his moment to get this season underway? Dominic Smith pops it into center field. It drops in, and it is going to load the bases with no one out. And it is Corey Seager who's 0 for 3. Come on, Corey. A first pitch swing. Corey Seager gets it into left field. That brings one across the plate. Nico Horner's coming home. It's a 2 RBI single for Corey Seager. That is 399 RBIs now for the Yankees. And Rauchman with a chance to be a real hero here with 2 on and no one out. Last time it was a home run. This time it is into center field and it's going to tie the game, is it? No, but it loads the bases again. And with no one out, it is JJ Bleday coming in. He is 1 for 3. Come on, JJ. Bleday up the middle and Bleday ties the game. He might even give us the lead. No, Seager holds at third. But still no one out. Still loaded bases. It's Joe Adele who's 1 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch and Joe Adele strikes out. And that now means a double play can ruin our day here. It's Isbell who's 2 for 3. A 1-1. Isbell pops it up. And it's not going to be deep enough to score the runner from third. And are we going to strand them all? It's Grosjean who is 1 for 3. He hit a home run this time. Is he going to be able to beat that out? Get there. Jordan Grosjean in an infield hit. He gives us the lead with an RBI single. It is 8-9 to the Yankees. Still loaded bases. Fletcher up for the 2nd time in the innings. It's a 2-0. Fletcher has popped it up and that'll do it. But we now have a lead going into the top of the 9th. And is it going to be Jordan Hicks to try and close it? It is. It's Ritzer to the plate, who is 1 for 3. An opening day save opportunity for Hicks. It's a full count. It's a walk, and the tying run is aboard. Hicks will face Bracco now, who is pinch hitting. It's a 1-1. He has popped it up. That should be a simple catch out there for Isbell. 1 away. Runner will stay at first. Mazzara, who's 1 for 4. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's up the middle. That could do it. There's 1. There's 2. And it's opening day victory. And what a comeback. What a game that was. So a wonderful start to the season. We showed a little bit of character there, didn't we? Coming back from 8-1 down to win the game. And yeah, very, very, very happy with that indeed. Now, to be fair to Bennett, there was only actually 2 earned runs that went against him. So I mean, it was his own error, so he can't blame anybody but himself. But in terms of a pitcher, you can see there, just the 2 earned runs. So maybe ever so slightly harshly dealt with in that innings. And Garrett Cole, it is forearm stiffness 5 days, so that should be absolutely fine. Hopefully, maybe just a little bit of early season, not quite match sharp. But that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, guys, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and we'll come back next time. We always like to play Boston, don't we? So do we come back end of the month to go to Fenway, and we'll see what Boston's all about this season, and hopefully we're going to find ourselves flying high at the top of this division. Let me know how you think we'll get on this year. Do you believe the predictions? Will we be the best team in baseball? Let's hope so. Take care.